I was in a classroom full of people I didn't know. I had no friends. I started noticing how my new classmates were acting, and I tried to follow along. Over time, I found myself making friends and being happy. But then I remembered my first day. I remembered being alone and trying to be like them. And then I realized that I wasn't really happy. I wasn't being myself. Since third grade, when I was 8 years old, I've spent so much time being dishonest to my true self. I had been in the same school from early years till sixth grade, and I was stuck with my third grade identity. I made a great group of friends, and I fit in perfectly. But the girl in that group wasn't me. She was someone I felt I had to be in order to have friends. In seventh grade, I moved to Green School, and I was so happy to have a fresh start, although I was still confused with who I really was. With this fresh start, it was a realization for me that finding myself was going to be a long journey. We live through four main lenses: cameras, the eyes of others, social media, and the way we view ourselves. I created a photo gallery of all the 8th grade students in candid moments. I took my classmates out one by one to take photos, to have conversations about the things that make them smile. In the end, I captured beautiful and honest photos that show the personalities of 8th grade. I had different ways to capture these moments for different people. In this photo, my friend Parker and I shared our inside jokes and funny memories we've had together, whilst I had the camera ready to capture the right moment. This photo captures Julian's intelligent hesitation. With some people, the camera being on them instantly broke their facade. With Sol, we went to a place where we were alone and we had a conversation about the things that make her smile, which made her think of her two brothers. The eyes of others is a lens that everyone experiences. No matter where you live, how old you are, or what you have, everyone is seen by others. Through others' eyes, we often act differently. There's different ways of doing this, such as slightly adjusting your behavior, or even completely changing who you are. No matter how hard we try not to care about what others think of us, everyone does. Caring about other people's thoughts is a natural human instinct. We are always acting under the gaze of another. The mirror gaze theory by Jacques Lacan talks about how when a person sees themselves through a mirror, they objectify themselves. They see themselves without the troubles in their mind and the chaos in their lives. They just see a perfect, trouble-free person. Similarly, on social media, we put out images of our seemingly perfect lives, creating profiles of the best versions of ourselves. We try to change who we are, and we feel like we constantly need to be better. It's very common in teenagers to feel like they have to look like the celebrities they follow. They idealize with the models they follow, and they constantly feel like they need to look like them. We try to present the best versions of ourselves, and we're slowly losing who we really are. I've done it, and it makes me upset that I felt I had to do so. The most important of the four main lenses is the way we view ourselves. The adolescent brain is in constant flux, trying to stabilize itself throughout growth and development. The fluctuations of hormones and changes to the neurological systems cause adolescents confusion one day whilst clarity the next, while navigating social structures including hierarchies and discovering acceptance and status. I can care about how other people see me, how I look on camera, or how I put myself online. But feeling like myself is what matters. This is my journey to becoming myself. I am learning about who I am and how I can become that person. It's impossible not to care about what others think of you. You can try not to, but in the end, everyone does. It's not a bad thing at all. It's actually good to care. We all have insecurities that we try and cover up, but we shouldn't have to. I have insecurities, you have insecurities, we all have insecurities. Covering them up to seem better isn't right. I've done it, and I'm sure everyone has, but we need to learn to love the things that make us different. Yes, I'm afraid of what people will say or think. Finding and becoming myself is a lifelong project. I can't find comfort in my own being overnight. I need to give it time and make changes only when it feels right. I'm doing this for myself. I want to feel confident with who I am without any filtering. I can now see myself for who I am and not through the eyes of others. I would like to thank my teachers, my classmates, and anyone who has helped me with my quest. Looking back at that girl sitting alone in 3rd grade, I can confidently say she would be proud to know who she has become today. Thank you.